A day after the United Nations General Assembly passed a resolution asking the International Court of Justice for its opinion on legal consequences of Israel's occupation of the Palestinian territories, Benjamin Netanyahu accused the global body of distorting historical facts. In a video message, the Israeli Prime Minister called the UN decision despicable and said that his country was not bound by it. Now, the UN General Assembly vote has come as a challenge to Netanyahu, who took oath as head of his government just last week. Netanyahu's coalition government has set settlement expansion as a priority in their agenda. His coalition government includes parties who want to annex the West Bank.
כמו מאות ההחלטות המעוותות נגד ישראל שהתקבלו בעצרת הכללית של האו"ם במהלך השנים, כמה ההחלטה הבזויה שהתקבלה היום לא תחייב את ממשלת ישראל. העם היהודי אינו כובש בארצו ואינו כובש בבירתנו הנצחית ירושלים, ושום החלטה של האו"ם לא תעוות אמת היסטורית זו.
On Friday, the UN General Assembly resolution called on the Hague-based International Court of Justice to render urgently an advisory opinion on Israel's prolonged occupation, settlement and annexation of the Palestinian territory. The vote also called for an investigation into Israeli measures aimed at altering the demographic composition, character and status of the holy city of Jerusalem, and said Israel has adopted discriminatory legislation and measures. The Palestinians welcomed the UN resolution, in which 87 members voted in favor of adopting the request, while Israel, the United States, and 24 other members voted against it. Israel considers the West Bank to be disputed territory and has built dozens of settlements that are now home to roughly 500,000 Jewish settlers. The ICJ last issued an advisory opinion on the conflict in 2004, when it ruled that an Israeli separation barrier was illegal. Israel had rejected that ruling, accusing the court of being politically motivated. Now, for more on this, we're being joined by Amichai Stein, who is coming to us from Jerusalem. Now, Stein is a diplomatic correspondent at Israel Can TV. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Right. Now, what do we make of this UN resolution against Israel at the ICJ, and also Israel condemning the UN General Assembly vote?
So, first of all, it's the first diplomatic test for the new Netanyahu government, the new right-wing Netanyahu government. You know, the question after this decision is, first of all, will Israel retaliate against the Palestinians in some kind of sanction because they are behind this move and decision? And the second one is, will Israel call, for example, all the ambassadors of the countries who supported this resolution to summon them to the Foreign Office? So these are the diplomatic questions. Now, the decision itself, we must understand, is now going to the International Court, meaning it will take time until we will see a final statement or decision regarding this issue, if Israel is an occupier in the West Bank or is a temporary or things like that. So it will take time. But it's the first, let's say, dice in the domino that might affect Israel diplomatic relations in a few years, because this is going to be on the court's table. And you might see, for example, times that Israel right-wing government will conduct several things inside the West Bank, which will implicate how fast or how intensive will be the court's use of this kind of thing. And will it move faster or move slower? You might see things here on the ground in the West Bank influencing things in Hague.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.